Good morning, dear students. My name is Ferhan Mazher, and the subject today we are studying is Cambridge O Levels Mathematics Syllabus D. The code for this subject is 4024. Today we have selected paper 2 from this subject, and we have selected May-June 2024 to 2 paper. This paper 2 belongs from the Zone 2. The time allowed for this paper is 2 hours and 30 minutes. And in this paper, you can use scientific calculator. So let's start today's paper. In this video, I'm going to present you the solution of this paper to the best of my knowledge and abilities and skills. I hope this video will be very useful for you. So let's start. So on your screen, May-June 2024 to paper is showing up. So let's start. So here we go. Question number 1, and it's A part. Oranges cost $1.45 per kilogram. Asher buys 1.2 kg of oranges. Find the change he receives from $10. So he bought 1.2 kg of oranges, 1 kg of the oranges, 1.45 per kilogram. So simply multiply 1.2 with the 1.45, and you will get the cost of the oranges. And then whatever is the cost subtracted from the $10, and you will get how much change he will get. So 10 minus 1.2 multiply 1.45, you are allowed scientific calculator. So simply enter this value in your calculator. So 10 minus 1.74, and you will get 8.26. So he will get a change of $8.26. $8.26 is the answer. So this is the solution. So let's go to the next question. Question number 1, and its B part is showing up on your screen. He says Maria pays a fee to sell strawberries at a market. Each day she pays $75 plus a payment for the mass of the strawberries she sells. The fee Maria pays per day is shown on the graph. So she pays a fixed amount every day, $75, plus the rest of the amount depends upon how much strawberry she has sold. So on the y-axis, we have fees per day, and here we have the mass of the strawberries. One day, Maria fees is $240. Use the graph to find the mass of the strawberries she sell that day. It's a 1-mark question. So she has sold 240 kg. The fee is 240. So 210 to 20 to 30 to 40. So from here, I will go to the graph. When I will intersect the graph, then I'll check what's the value of the x. That will be the mass of the. So here we go. So from 240, you can see I have drawn a line, and this line intersect here, the graph, and then I will go downstairs. So this is approximately 300 and maybe 30. I think 330. So she has sold 330 kg strawberries. 330 kg strawberries. They say the answer is from 328 to 332. Our answer is 330, which is right. Okay. Then we have, he says, this is the question number 1B, and its second part. On Saturday, Maria sells 270 kg of the strawberries. On Sunday, she sells 220 kg of the strawberries. Find the total fee she pay for these 2 days. Okay, so we can find when she sold 270 kg and when she sold 220 kg. So 270 will be this one. From here, I will go to the graph, then check how much is the fees. For 220, from here is the 220 kg. Here, I will go to the graph and check how much is the fee. Then I will add up both the fees. Okay. So here I can show you. So 270 is here. So I will go to my graph and then I'll check what's the value of the Y here. It is, I think, $210, and here is 220. And from here, I will go to the graph. When I intersect the graph, then I will check what's the value of the Y here. It's approximately $185. Okay. So then you see here, the fee for the 270 kg is $210. This answer coming from the graph. And fee for the 220 kg is $185. Then the total fee will be 210 plus 185, and that will be $395. $395. They say the answer is from 388 to 402. $395 is in this range. So our answer is right. This is how this is done with the help of that graph. Question number 1, B part, and its third portion. The fee per day for Maria now increases. Each day she now pays $90 plus a payment of $60 for every 10 kg, 100 kg of the strawberries she sells. So fixed amount she has to pay every day is $90, plus for every 100 kg she sells, she has to pay $60. On the grid, draw a line to represent this new fee when she sells 0 kg to 500 kg of the strawberries in a day. So when she sells 0 kg, then the point will be 0 comma $90, because there is no strawberries sold, so she only has to give that fixed fee which she has to pay. So it will be 0 comma $90. Then we have 500 kg. When she sells 500 kg, so she will pay $90 plus for every 100 kg she has to pay 60. So 500 means 60 multiplied 5. So let me show you. So 1 point will be 0 comma 90, and for 500 kg, the fee she has to pay is 90 plus 60 into 500 divided by 100. So it will be 90 plus 300. So that is $390. So when she sells 500 kg strawberries, she has to pay $390 dollars. So I will plot these 2 points on my graph, 0 comma 90 and 500 comma. Okay. So 0 comma 90 will be this point, and 500 comma 390 will be this point. Then I will join these 2 points with a straight line. So this is that graph. I hope you understand. He says rule line from 0 comma 90 to 500 comma 390. So this is that graph, this graph. Then they say, write the ratio 1.6 kg, ratio 600 gram, ratio 2.4 kg. You see, when we write the things in ratio, their unit must be same. You see, two quantities are in kg, one quantity is in gram. So what you will do, you will convert all of them into gram. So 1.6 kg can be converted into gram. And for this purpose, you will have to multiply it with 1000. In the same way, 2.4 kg can be easily converted into grams. What you have to do, you have to multiply it with 1000 to convert kg into gram. So let me show you the solution. So here we go. So 1.6 kg will be equals to 1.6 multiply 1000, that is 1600 gram. 2.4 kg will be 2.4 multiply 1000, and that will be 2400 gram. Now I can write the ratio 1600 and ratio 600, ratio 2400. So these two zeros in all of them will be cancelled. So 16 ratio 6 ratio 24. Now you can cancel all of them with the 2. So you will have 16 divided by 2, that is 8, 6 divided by 2, that is 3, 24 divided by 2, that is 12. Now they further cannot be simplified with the same table. So the answer is 8 ratio 3 ratio 12. 8 ratio 3 ratio 12. 8 ratio 3 ratio 12 is the answer, sir. This is how this is done. Okay. Now we are going to the next question, and the next question coming up on your screen is question number 2. The diagram shows a fair spinner numbered from 1 to 5. The score is the number the spinner lands on. Okay, so that number which comes like this lands on, the spinner lands on, that is your score. So there are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So there are total 5 options. So the spinner is spun once. Find the probability that the score is 3. So we have to write the probability. 3 is written once only, and there are 5 options. So the probability of getting the 3 will be 1 by 5. Probability of getting 3 will be 1 by 5. One by 5 is the right answer, sir. Okay, then the question is, the spinner is spun once. Find the probability that the score is even. So we have to check how many there are even numbers. Even number is 2, even number is 4. So there are 2 even numbers out of 5 numbers. So the ratio and the probability of getting an even number will be 2 by 5. 2 by 5. Okay, so our answer is right. Now the question number 2, it's B part. The spinner is spun twice. The two scores are added together. Complete the possibility diagram to show all the outcomes. So this and this is the, I will add them. So it will be 4 plus 1. It will be 5. This will be, I have done this. Let me show you. So 4 plus 3, that will be 7. 5 plus 3, that will be 8. 4 plus 1, that will be 5. 6. 2 plus 4, that will be 6. 3 plus 4, that's 7. 4 plus 4 is 8. 5 plus 4 is 9. 1 plus 5 is 6. 2 plus 5 is 7. And 3 plus 5 is 8. 4 plus 5 is 9. 5 plus 5 is 10. So this is how you will do this. I have checked this answer. The answer is right. This is how it is done. Then their question is, find the probability that the outcome is 4. So here we have checked how many times you got 4. Total outcomes are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 multiply 5, that's 25. So the total outcomes are 25. So how many times there is 4? 1, 2, 3, 4. So the probability 4, sorry, 1, 2, 3. The 4 is written 3 times. This 4 is not in the answer. 1, 2, 3. So that is 3 by 25. Our answer is right. Okay. Then the question is, find the probability that the outcome is greater than 6. The word is greater than 6. So greater than 6 are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. So that will be 10 by 25. So when you cancel them, you will have, with the 5, you will get 2 by 5. So the 10 by 25 or 2 by 5, whatever you like, you can write. 10 by 25 is the right answer, sir. Question number 3, it's a part, the exchange rate between dollars and Malaysian ringgit is $1 is equals to 4.19 Malaysian ringgit. The exchange rate between the dollars in Pakistani rupees is that $1 is 179.12 PKR. You can see, find the exchange rate between the Malaysian ringgit and the Pakistani rupees. So here 4.19 Malaysian ringgit is equals to $1. And 179.12 PKR is equals to $1. So because both these are equals to $1, so they are equals to each other also. So that means 4.19 Malaysian ringgit is equals to 179.12 PKR. So I will find if I have 1 million ringgit, how many Pakistani rupees I will get. The method is of the proportion. We write, you don't have to write this thing, okay? Don't write this. And what I will do, Malayan ringgit and PKR, you don't put these two dots, this is proportion. So when you have 4.19, the PKR will be 179.12. If you have 1 million ringgit, how many Pakistani rupees you will get? So 4.19 divided by 1 is equals to 179.12 divided by X. So the X will be equals to 179.12 divided by 4.19. So that will be 42.75. So when you have 1 million ringgit, you get 42.75 Pakistani rupees. 42.75. 42.75 is the right answer, sir. This is how this is done. Okay, question number 3, it's B part coming up on your screen. He says, Farhad invests $1,500 in an account paying compound interest. So they are paying him compound interest at a rate of 4% per year. Gulshan invests $1,500 in an account paying simple interest at a rate of X dollars per year. Farhad and Gulshan have the same amount of money in their accounts at the end of 2 years. Calculate the value of the X. Okay. So Farhad has compound interest. So let me show you. Okay. Now the Farhad, the compounded amount and after 2 years, that will be P bracket start 1 plus R divided by 100 bracket close raised to power n. Here P means the principal amount, that is $1,500, and R means the rate, that is 4% per annum, and the time duration is 2 years. So that will be 1,500 bracket start 1 plus 4 by 100 bracket close raised to power 2. So that is 1,500 into bracket start 104 divided by 100 bracket close whole square. So when you enter these values in your calculator, this will be $1,622.4, $1,622.4. Now Gulshan, because he is under simple interest, so amount will be at the end of 2 years. The amount formula is the amount is equals to the principal plus the interest, and that means principal plus the principal into the rate into the time divided by 100. So 1,500 plus 1,500 into X, we don't know the rate, and into 2 and divided by 100. So you will have 1,500 plus 30x. They say in both the schemes, the amount of the money at the end of 2 years will be equals to each other. So that means $1,622.4 is equals to 1,500 plus 30x. This 15 will go to the other side and it will subtract. So you see what will happen. 1,622.4 minus 1,500, and that is 122.4, and that is equals to 30x. So X will be equals to 122.4 divided by 30, and that will be 4.08%. So we think that the rate is 4.08%. 4.08% is the right answer, sir. Question number 4 is coming up on your screen. He says the diagram shows the first 4 patterns in the sequence, pattern 1, pattern 2, pattern 3, and pattern 4 is there. So he says draw the pattern 5 on the grid below. So we have to draw the pattern number 5. So let me show you. Okay, so here you have one triangle in the base. Here you have 2 triangles, and then you have one, 2, and 3 triangles. Sorry, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So I will draw 1, 2. Here's 1. Or you can say there's 1 line, then you have 2 lines, then you have 3 lines, then you have 4 lines. Now you will have 5 lines. I'm talking about these lines. Okay. Here you have no gray tile. Here you have 1 gray tile. Then you have 2 and 1. Then you have 3, 2 and 1. Here you will have 4, 3, 2 and 1. You see, colored means the gray tiles. The rest are white. You see here you have 1 diagonal, 2 diagonal, 3 diagonal, 4 diagonal, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 1. So here you will have 5 diagonals. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Same you will do with this side. So I hope this is a pattern which you have to catch. So hopefully you understand how I have drawn this and how I have shaded it. So this is the 5th pattern. We have to complete the table, the pattern number 1, pattern number 2, pattern number 3, pattern number 4, pattern number 5, and pattern number 6. So here we have the total number of the triangles, 1. So this is square of the 1. This is 4, which is square of the 2. This is 9, which is square of the 3. This is 16, which is the square of the 4. And this will be 25, and this will be 36. So here you have 25, 36. Now, number of the gray tiles, if you look at this, zero, here you have 1, here you have 3, here you have 6. Okay. And here you have 10 gray tiles. 4, 3, 7, 7, 2, 9, 9, 1, 10. So 10 gray tiles. So pay attention. Here 1 is added, then 2 is added, then 3 is added, then 4 is added, then 5 will be added. So here I will write 15. This 10 I counted from here. Then you have to tell the number of the white tiles. Number of the white tiles will be the total number of the tiles minus the gray tiles. So 1 minus 0, it will be 1. 4 minus 1, that will be 3. 9 minus 3, that will be 6. 16 minus 6, that will be 10. 25 minus 10, that will be 15. 36 minus 15, that will be 21. So this is how you will complete this table. I hope you understand. From the total number of the tiles, I have subtracted the number of the gray tiles, and you will get the number of white tiles. So you will have 25, 36, 6, 10, 15, 10, 15, 21. Okay. Now, their question is write an expression in terms of n for the total number of the tiles in the pattern. Okay. Total number of the tiles is 1, 4, 9, 16, 25, 36. So what is 1? 1 is 1 square. What is 4? That is 2 square. This is 1 square, 2 square, 3 square, 4 square, 5 square, 6 square. So the nth term will be, from the pattern I can tell, and that will be n square. N square. And that is right. So our nth term will be n square. Okay. Then the next question is write an expression in terms of n for the number of the white triangles in the pattern n. Okay. If you look at the pattern, the white tiles, the white tiles sequence is 1, 3, 6, 10, 15, 21. 1, 3, 6, 10, 15, 21. So I need to find out the nth term of this. Okay. So pay your full attention because 1, 3, 6, 10, 15, 21. When I find the difference here is 2, the difference here is 3, The difference here is 4. The difference here is 5. And the difference here is 6. Then I will find the second difference. So difference between these two will be 1. Difference between these two will be 1. Difference between these two will be 1. The difference between these two terms will be 1. Now, if the second difference, the first difference is not same, but the second difference between the consecutive terms is same, then this is the quadratic sequence. So we will do, whatever is the second difference, we will divide it with the 2. And in our rough work, we will write 1 divided by 2, n square. Okay. Then I will write the original sequence once again. You can see 1, 3, 6, 10, 15, 21. Here in the place of n, I will substitute 1. Then I will substitute 2. Then I will substitute 3. Then I will substitute 4. Then I will substitute 5. Then I will substitute 6. Whatever answers comes, I will write here under this original sequence. So when you put here 1, you get 1 by 2. When you put here 2, 2 square is 4. 4 divided by 2, that is 2. Then you put 3 in the place of n, that you get 3 square is 9. 9 divided by 2. And then you put here 4. 4 square is 16. 16 divided by 2 is 8. You will write 8 here. So then you here put 5 square, that is 25. 25 divided by 2. That is 25 by 2. 15 minus 25 by 2. And you will get 5 by 2. Okay, sorry. And then in the place of n, you put 6. 6 square is 36. 36 divided by 2, that is 18. Then you will, from this original sequence, subtract this sequence. So 1 minus 1 by 2, that is 1 by 2. 3 divided by 2, that is 1. 6 minus 3, 9 by 2, that is 3 by 2. 10 minus 8, that is 2. 15 minus 25 by 2, that is 5 by 2. And 21 minus 18, that is 3. Then I will find again the difference between these terms, and I will see that the difference is 1 by 2, the difference here is 1 by 2, the difference here is again 1 by 2, 1 by 2, 1 by 2. So I will, this is an arithmetic sequence, I will find its nth term. So that will be a plus d bracket n minus 1 bracket close. A means the first term, d means the common difference, and so a, the first term here is 1 by 2 plus, and the common difference is 1 by 2, bracket n minus 1 bracket close. So it will be 1 by 2 plus n by 2 minus 1 by 2. So this and this is cancelled, and you're left with n by 2. So whatever the answer comes, just write here in your rough work here. So plus n by 2. So my final answer for the number of white triangles in the pattern is 1 by 2 bracket start n square plus n. You write this answer in your rough work here. So this is your final answer. So question number 4a, fourth part, our answer is right. So hopefully you understand how the quadratic sequence is nth term we can find. Okay. Then he says the third term, this is question number 4, is B part. The third term of a linear sequence is 34. The eighth term of the same linear sequence is 14. Find the value of the first term of this sequence. Okay. In the linear sequence, the first term is A, the second term is A plus D, the third term is A plus 2D, and A plus 3D, and the nth term is A plus D bracket n minus 1 bracket close. Now the third term will be A plus 2D, and that is equal to 34, and the eighth term will be A plus 7D, and that will be 14. So what we will do, we will solve these two equations simultaneously, and we find the value of the D and the A. Okay, I will take the equation A plus 2D is equals to 34. From it, I will subtract the equation A plus 7D is equals to 14. So when I will change the signs for the subtraction purpose, so this A and this A will be cancelled. 2D minus 7D, that will be minus 5D. 34 minus 14, that will be 20. So the D will be 20 divided by minus 5, and the D will be equals to minus 4. Now we know the common difference. I want to know the A. So I will take this equation, which is 34 is equals to A plus 2 into the D value is minus 4. So 34 is equals to A minus 8. So A will be equals to 34 plus D, and that will be 42. So the first term is 42. Our answer is right. He says find the value of the first negative term of this sequence. Okay. So I will take the nth term and I will make it negative. Matlab, I will write less than 0. So A plus D bracket n minus 1 is less than 0 because this is negative. So I will try to find out the n. So A is 42, D is minus 4. So you will have 42 minus 4 bracket start n minus 1 bracket close less than 0. So minus 4 bracket n minus 1 bracket close less than minus 42. So when I will cancel minus on both the sides. For this purpose, I will have to multiply both the sides with the negative, but when I will do this, the inequality sign will flip. So now you will have 4 bracket n minus 1 bracket close is greater than 42. This 4 will divide on the other side. So n minus 1 is greater than 42 by 4. So n minus 1 is greater than 10.5. So n is greater than 10.5 plus 1. So n is greater than 11.5. So we will take the 12th term, n point 11, because he says the number of the term is greater than 11.5. So that will be, at least it will be 12th term. So now I will find that nth term a plus d bracket n minus 1. A is 42, the d is minus 4. And the nth term you want to find out is the 12th term. So that will be 12 minus 1. So 42 minus 12 minus 1 is 11. 11 multiplied 4, that is 44. So 42 minus 44, and that will be minus 2. So that term which will be negative, that will be minus 2. So this is how this is done. We are done with the question number 5, question number 4. Now we are going to the question number 5. So I'm back and there was some interruption. Sorry for that. We are doing May, June 2024 2-2 paper. This is DMAS 4024. My name is Ferhan Mazher. So we are starting from the question number 5, and you can see here the question number 5 is given to you. So question number 5. Here we have. Describe fully the single transformation that maps the shape A onto the shape B. It's a 2 marks question, so have a look at this diagram. So you can see that this figure has flipped. So this is my object, this is my image. So this figure has flipped. Wherever the figure flips, that means that it's a reflection. So how you find the line of reflection? You take 2 points, 2 corresponding points, one on the object, one in the image. You join them with the line, and then you draw the perpendicular bisector of that line. So what I will do, I will join this point and this point. I will join them with the line, then I will draw the perpendicular bisector of this line. How you draw the perpendicular bisector of this line? You open your compass more than half of this line, which is joining these 2 points. You put the compass needle here, you draw an arc here, you draw an arc here. Then you will put the compass needle here, and you draw an arc on this side, and you draw an arc on this side where these 2 arcs intersect, and where these 2 arcs intersect, you join these 2 points of intersection of those 2 arcs. Let me show you. I have done this. So here we go. So here we go. Okay. So I will join this point and this point with each other. You can see this straight line. Then I will open my compass more than half of this line, and I will draw this arc, and I will draw an arc here. Okay, then I will join then I will put the compass needle here, and I will draw an arc, this arc, which is very blur here, and I will draw an arc here. So this point and this point where these two arcs have intersected, I will join them with each other. So you can see this red line, this continuous red line. This is that perpendicular bisector, and this is the line of reflection. And we have to write its equation. This line is the most famous lines. It's an inclined line passing through the origin. Its gradient is negative. At -1, it is 1. At 0, it is 0. At 1, it's -1. At 2, it's -2. At -2, it is 2. This is a famous equation, y equals to minus x. So this is a reflection in the line y equals to minus x. This is a reflection in the line y equals to minus x. Okay, so this is a 2 marks question. Let me show you the answer. So here we go. It's a line, it's a reflection in the line y equals to minus x. Our answer is right. This is how it is done. I hope you understand. Okay, then he says shape A is mapped on the shape C by an enlargement with a scale factor of 3. The scale factor is given. The scale factor is normally represented with the K, and it is equals to 3, and it is positive 3, okay? So the image and the object, they both are on the same side of the center of enlargement. Two of the vertices of the shape C are 2, 5 and 5, 2. Find the coordinates of the center of the enlargement. Okay. So they have given us one thing, that the center and the diagram A, the figure A, let me go to that. Okay. So okay, so they say the A has been enlarged, and the two of the vertices of its image are given. One is 2, 5. 2, 5 will be this point, and then we have 5, 2. 5, 2 will be this point. Okay, so if you look at this, this is basically representing this diagonal thing. So there is only one diagonal line. So in the image, this is that diagonal line. This is one diagonal. So 1, 2, and 3 diagonals. So you see the scale factor is 3. The image is 3 times larger than the object. Okay, so their question is find the coordinates of the center of the enlargement. The method is very simple. You see, if you want to find the center of the enlargement, so what you will do, you will join the corresponding points on the object and the image with each other. So for example, this point is corresponding with this point. This point is the image of this point. So we will join these 2 points, and on both the sides, I will prolong that line. This point corresponds with this point on the object. This is object, this is the image. I will join these 2 points with a straight line, and I will prolong that line on this side and also on this line, on this side, sorry. Where these 2 lines will intersect each other, that will be the center of the enlargement. And this is our question. Let me show you. You see, let me show you. Okay, can you see these black lines? These black lines. So this point and this point, I joined them with this black line, and I prolonged it on both the sides. Then I joined this point, and these are the corresponding points in the object and the image. I joined them and I prolonged this line. Can you see this black line? Prolong them. So these two lines are basically intersected here. So this point is -4, 5. This is your center of the enlargement. So let me show you. I have written the answer. We have to find the coordinates of the center of the enlargement, and we did the construction on the diagram, and from there we know that the center of the enlargement is -4, 5. Let's check the answer. -4, 5 is the right answer, sir. I hope you understand how we found that. Okay, so let's go to the next part. In the next part, they say find the area of the shape C. So there can be many methods for finding the area of the shape C. A is the object and C will be its image. I'm not going to complete the figure C. And this is enlargement. In the enlargement, the area of the image is equals to K square multiply the area of the object. This object, which is a trapezium, the figure A, is a trapezium. We can find its area. This is 1 and this is 2 and this is 1. So the two parallel sides, one of them is 1, the other one is 2, and the height of the trapezium is 1. So I can find the area of the object, and area of the image is equals to K square multiply the area of the object. This happens in this formula is applicable in the case of enlargement. So we know the K value, the scale of the enlargement, that is 3. So I will take it square. The area of the object is 1 by 2 into the sum of the parallel sides into the height of the trapezium. So that will be bracket 1 plus 2 bracket close into 1. Area of the image is equals to K square into area of the object. So that will be 9. This will be 1 by 2. This will be 3. This will be 1. So it will be 27 divided by 2, and that will be 13.5 unit square. 13.5 is the right answer, sir. Hopefully you understand this idea. Area of the image is equals to K square multiply area of the object. The object was given there. That was the figure A. We found the area of the figure A. That was a trapezium. And K here is the scale factor. This formula is applicable in the case of enlargement. Don't forget this. Hopefully you understand. Okay, so then we have question number 5. It's C part. He says in the C part, they say C is transformation T is represented by the matrix 0, -1, 1, 0. Transformation T maps the shape A onto the shape D. On the grid, draw the shape D. It's a 2-mark question. If you know the transformation matrix, you multiply it with the object, you get the image. By object, I mean you write down the coordinates of the shape A. So we know the coordinates of the shape A. You can check here. So I will note down what are this point -2, 5. This point is -2, 6. This point is -1, 6. This point is -1, 4. So what I will do, I will use these coordinates. I will write down. Okay, so on your screen, this solution is showing up. So image is equals to transformation matrix multiply object. So transformation matrix is 0, -1, 1, 0. The object matrix will be the coordinates of the object. They are -2, 5, -2, 6, -1, 4, -1, 6. So from here, I will take the rows. From here, we take the rows. This row multiply from the first matrix, we take row, and from here, we take columns. The first member of the row multiply with the first member of the column, plus the second member of the row multiply with the second column member of the column. Then the first row will multiply with the second column. Then the first row will multiply with the third column. Then the first row will multiply with the fourth column. Then this row will multiply. This is the second row from the first matrix. This row will multiply with the first column. Then this second row will multiply with the second column. Then the second row will multiply with the third column. And then this second row will multiply with the fourth column. So 0 multiply -2, it's 0. -1 multiply 5, that's -5. 0 multiply -2 is 0. -1 multiply 6 is -6. 0 multiply -1 is 0. -1 multiply 4 will be -4. 0 multiply -1 will be 0. And -1 multiply 6 will be -6. Now the second row will multiply. 1 multiply -2, -2. And plus 0 multiply 5, that will be 0. Then 1 multiply -2 will be -2. 0 multiply 6 will be 0. And 1 multiply -1, that will be -1. Plus 0 multiply 4, that will be 0. And then the 1 multiply -1, that will be -1. Plus 0 multiply 6, that is 0. So you will have you will have -5, -6, -4, -6, -2, -2, -1, -1. So these are the coordinates of the 1 point this represents the coordinates of the image. -5, comma, -2, -6, comma, -2, -4, comma, -1, and -6, comma, -1. So these are the coordinates of that diagram D. So now what we will do, we will go on the figure on our on our diagram, and we will plot -6, comma, -1, -6, comma, -2, -4, comma, -1, and -5, comma, -2. I will join them. So this is that image, and I will label it as D. So let's check. Let's check in the answer they have given us the coordinates, and you can check they are correct. So our answer is correct. So this is how you will get that shape D. Then he says, describe fully single transformation that represented by the matrix 0, -1, and 1 and 0. Okay. So now A has been mapped onto D, and you can see that it has not flipped. The shape has not the shape has simply moved. It was like this, and it has gone like this. It was here, then it went here. So it's a rotation. If you want to find out the center of the rotation, the method is very simple. So try to do it yourself, then you will be able to do it. I will show you how this is done. So join the two same points. For example, I will join this point and this point in the image and the object, the corresponding points. I will join them, and then I will draw their perpendicular bisector. So I will put my compass here. I will draw an arc here. I will put my compass needle here. I will draw an arc here. You can see this arc. I put my compass needle here. I will draw an arc here. And when these two arcs intersect, this point and this point, okay? So what I will do, I will join them, and you can see these dotted lines, this red dotted line. This is the perpendicular bisector. I hope you understand how to draw the perpendicular bisector. When I join this point and this point, okay, then I will take some other 2 points. I will join this point and this point, and this point on the image, the same point I will take in the this point from the object, and same point in the image. I will join them. The line which is joining them, I will draw its perpendicular bisector. How I do that? I will put my compass needle here, and I will draw an arc, you can see here, and I will draw an arc, you can see here. Then I will put my compass needle here, I will draw an arc here, and I will draw an arc here. So where these two arcs intersected this point, and where these two arcs intersected this point, I will join them with a dotted line. So this dotted line, this red dotted line, that represents basically the perpendicular bisector when I join this point and this point. So where these two perpendicular bisectors will intersect each other, that will be the center of rotation. So the center of rotation is this point, which is 0, 0. Now we have to tell how much is the angle of rotation. So that is very simple. So what I will do, I will join this point with the center of rotation. I will join the same point from the image with the center of rotation. You can see these black lines. Then I will, with the help of my protractor, I will measure how much is this angle. So when I measured it, this was 90 degrees. So the figure A has rotated 90-degree anti-clockwise about 0, 0. This will be the answer, sir. So that matrix is basically, it's a 3 marks question. So it's a rotation, center of rotation is 0, 0, and it's 90-degree anti-clockwise rotation. So hopefully you understand. It's a little bit difficult, but if you have practiced how to rotate and how to find out the center of rotation and the angle of rotation, then it will become easy. I have tried, you can understand this. Okay, so we are on the question number 6. It's A part. The Venn diagram shared in the Venn diagram shared the region represented by P union Q. Union means you take both P and the Q. So in the P union Q, we will shade both the circles. So let me show you. I have done this. So you can see here in the diagram that I have shaded the P circle as well as the Q circle. So both circles will be shaded. The union means you take both the circles. So in the marking scheme, I don't know you are able to see it, but this is shaded. This is also shaded. So our answer is right. Okay. So next question, question number 6 is B part, 1 mark question. He says, use the set notation to describe the shaded region in the Venn diagram. So here you can see only this portion is not shaded. The rest of the Venn diagram has been shaded. This portion, which is not shaded, this is the overlapping portion between the X and Y. So this is the X intersection Y. And means you have not shaded this. The rest of the thing is shaded. That means X intersection Y whole complement. So this is basically X intersection Y whole complement. I hope you understand. X intersection Y whole complement is the right answer, sir. This is my answer. Okay, so sir, question number 6, it's C part. He says a universal set is given, which is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. The set A is X, such that X is a factor of 40. The factors of 40 from this list are 1, 2, 4, 5, 8, and 10. And then he says B is X such that X is an odd number. The odd numbers in the universal set are 1, 3, 5, 7, and 9. So we have to complete the Venn diagram. The numbers which are present both in A and B will be written here. The numbers which are only in A will be written here. The numbers which are only in B will be written here. The numbers which are not in A nor in B, they will be written here. So let me show you. I have done this. Okay. So the set A will be 1, 2, 4, 5, 8, and 10. The set B will be 1, 3, 5, 7, and 9. So the in the overlapping portion, we will write those numbers which are common in both A and B. So they will be 1 and 5. And only in B are 2, 4, 10, and 8. And only in B are 3, 7, and 9. And you can see the 6 is neither in A nor in B. So we will write the 6 here. So this is how you will complete the Venn diagram. So you can see from the marking scheme that our answer is right. So this is how you do the question number C and its first part. Okay, then their question is, he says, list the elements of A complement intersection B. That means A complement means you have to remain outside the A circle, but you have to take that. Intersection B means outside the A, but in the B. Outside the A, which are common with the B. So the members which are outside the A, but are common with the B, they are 3, 7, and 9. 3, 7, and 9. 3, 7, and 9 is the right answer, sir. Hopefully you understand. Then their question is, one element of the universal set is chosen at random. Find the probability that this element is in the A intersection B. So we have to tell the probability. The total numbers are 10. And he says that we chose one number, and the probability should be such that it belongs. The member must belong from the A intersection B. So there are two members which belongs from the A intersection B, 1 and 5. So there are two members which belongs from this particular place. So the probability will be 2 by 10. The probability will be 2 by 10, and that is the right answer, sir. Hopefully you understand. Okay, question number 7 is coming up on your screen. A part, he says solve x by 3 equals to 7. So I want to find out, solve means to find out the value of the x. So the value of the x will be 7 multiplied 3, and that will be 21. X will be equals to 21. Let me show you my solution. So x will be equals to 21. Let's check. X is 21, and this is how it is done. Okay, question number 7 is B part, 2 marks question. He says solve. 6x minus 5 is equals to 2, bracket start, x plus 3, bracket close. We will simplify this, and we will bring the terms which have x on the same side. And we will try to find out the value of the x. So 6x minus 5 is equals to 2x plus 6. That 2 has multiplied with both the members of that bracket. So you will have 6x minus 2x is equals to 6 plus 5. 4x is equals to 11. X is equals to 11 by 4. So x will be equals to 11 by 4. X will be equals to 2 whole 3 by 4. 2 whole 3 by 4. 2 whole 3 by 4 is the right answer, sir. This is how it is done. Hopefully you understand. Okay. So now we are going to the next part. He says in the question number 7, and it's a C part. It's a 2 marks question. Question number 7, it's C part. He says factorize 3x squared minus 2x minus 8. So what I will do, I will multiply these extreme terms with each other. So when you multiply these two extreme terms, you get 24. I will write the factors of 24. So the factors of 24 are 1 into 24, 2 into 12, 3 into 8, 4 into 6. Because with the third term here, we have a negative sign, so I will write here subtract. So I have to choose a pair which by subtraction will give you minus 2. So I will take minus 4 and plus 6. When we do subtraction, we take opposite sign. With the bigger number, I will write this sign because with the second term, we have this sign. So you will take minus 4 and 6. This is called the midterm breaking. So you will have 3x squared plus 4x minus 6x minus 8. From the first two terms, I will take x common. So in the bracket, I will have 3x plus 4. From the last two terms, I will take minus 2 common. So in the bracket, you will have 3x plus 4. Now this 3x plus 4, 3x plus 4 bracket will be taken common. From here, you will have x. From here, you will have minus 2 in the other bracket. So now we have factorized it, 3x plus 4 in one bracket and x minus 2 in the other bracket. So this is how you will factorize it. Let's check the answer. So here we have here 3x plus 4 into x minus 2. This is the answer, sir. Hopefully you understand. Okay. So we are going to the next question, and in the next question, they are saying it's the question number 7, and it's this D part. It's the 3 marks question. He says ax plus b whole square is equal to 4x squared minus 12x plus c. Given that the a is greater than 0, find the values of a comma b comma c. It means the value of the a is positive. Okay. So we will open it and then we will compare the coefficients of the x squared, the coefficient of the x, and the constant term on both the sides with each other. And then from there, I will be able to find out. Ax plus b whole square is equals to 4x square minus 12x plus c. This is they have given. So I will open this left side with the help of the identity, the whole square formula. That is square of the first term plus 2 into the first term into second term plus square of the second term. And that is equals to this thing. So this will become a square x square plus 2abx plus b square is equals to 4x square minus 12x plus c. So now I'm going to compare the coefficient of the x square with the x square and the coefficient of the x with the x and the constant terms on both the sides. So here the x square's coefficient is 4. Here the x square's coefficient is a square. So that means a square is equals to 4. So I will take square root on both the sides. So a will be equals to plus minus 2. But they said in the question that the value of the a is positive. So I'm going to take the positive 2 value. So you can see here I've written only positive 2. Then I will compare the coefficient of the x. Here the coefficient of the x is 2ab. Here the coefficient of the x is minus 12. So 2ab is equals to minus 12. In the place of the x, I will put positive 2. So 2 into 2 is equals to into b, sorry, is equals to minus 12. So now what will happen? 4b is equals to minus 12. So b will be equals to minus 12 divided by 4. So b will be equals to minus 3. Then we will compare the constant terms. The constant term here is b square. The constant term here is c. So b square is equals to c. So c will be equals to b value is minus 3. We will take it square. So the c will be 9. So this is a new question. So please, this type of question is not, we don't have that much this type of question. So this is how we have done this question. This is a new question. It's kind of a star question. You can say they need presence of mind. So hopefully you understand our answer is right. The solution is showing up on your screen. Question number 7 is D part, brand new question. Okay. So, type of question, I mean. Question number 8, he says the volume of the cone is 1 by 3 pi r square h. The volume of a sphere is 4 by 3 pi r cube. Curved surface area of the cone is pi r L. And the surface area of a sphere is 4 pi r square. So here we have a solid. A solid is formed by placing a cone on top of a hemisphere. The cone and the hemisphere each have radius r centimeter. The height of the solid is 10 centimeter. The curved surface area of the hemisphere is 145 centimeter square. The curved surface area, which is pi RL, that is given. Okay. Then they say, show that the radius is equals to 4.8, correct to 2 decimal places. You know the curved surface area? The curved surface area is pi RL, and the the curved surface area of the cone is pi RL. He said the curved surface area of the hemisphere. Sorry, I thought cone. This word is hemisphere. The curved surface area of the full sphere is 4 pi r square. Sorry, I thought they're talking about cone. They're talking about hemisphere. So the curved surface area of the hemisphere will be 4 pi r square by 2, and that is equals to 145. The curved surface area of the hemisphere is 4 pi r square, the whole thing divided by 2, and that is equals to 145. And from there, I can easily find the radius of the hemisphere. And whatever is the radius of the hemisphere is the radius of the your cone also. So the curved surface area of the hemisphere, that is 4 pi r square by 2, and that is equals to 2 pi r square, and that is equals to 145. It was given, it's 145. So the r square will be equal to 145 divided by 2 divided by pi, and that is r square is equal to 23.07. So take square root on both the sides. So the r will be equal to 4.80. And this is the number which we were supposed to show. Here the curved surface area of the hemisphere is given. So from there, I am able to find out the radius. Okay. Now this is you have to show only. Okay. Now the next part is that calculate the volume of the solid. It's a 4 marks question. We have to calculate the volume of the solid. One thing is very important. I know this is the radius of the hemisphere. So how much will be this thing? This will be then 10 minus r. This will be 10 minus r. So the height of the cone is 10 minus r, and this is the radius of the hemisphere. So we know the radius of the, so we know the radius now. So we can easily find out the height. I am showing you here. Volume of the solid, the volume of the solid is question. So I will first of all find the height of the cone. The height of the cone will be 10 minus r. The r is 4.8. So height will be 10 minus 4.8. And so the height will be 5.2. This is the height of the cone. So there are two solids. In this solid, we have two solids. One is a hemisphere, the other one is a cone. So we will find the volume of the cone, and we will find the volume of the hemisphere. We will add them. So volume of the cone is 1 by 3 pi r square h plus 1 by 2 into 4 by 3 into pi r cube. The radius is 4.8, and the height of the cone is, the vertical height of the cone is 5.2 centimeter. Just put those values there, 1 by 3 pi into 4.8 square into 5.2, and then plus 2 pi divided by 3 multiply 4.8 cube equals to, you get 357.09. So approximately 357. So let's check the answer. So 357 is the right answer, sir. Hopefully you understand. Then he says calculate the curved surface area of the cone. The curved surface area of the cone is pi RL. I know the vertical height of the cone. I know the vertical height of the cone is 5.2. The radius of the cone is 4.8. And the slant height is required for the curved surface area. So if you want to find out the slant height of the cone, the very famous formula, the slant height and the vertical height and the radius of the cone, they are related with the Pythagoras theorem. L square is equal to h square plus r square. L here is the slant height, h here is the vertical height, r here is the radius. So L square will be equals to 5.2 square plus 4.8 square. So L square will be equals to 50.08. We will take square root on both the sides. So the slant height L will be equals to 7.08. The curved surface area of the cone is pi RL. The pi is pi, the R is 4.8, and the slant height is 7.08. We just calculated it. So just multiply that thing with each other on the calculator. So you will get 106.76. So 106.8 approximately. 106.8 approximately is the answer, sir. Hopefully you understand. This is question number 8 and is third part. Now we have question number 8. It's B part. Here we have the diagram shows two sectors of the circle. Sector A has an angle X and the radius Y. So the angle at the center by this sector is X and its radius is Y. Here we have the sector B. We don't know the area. Sorry, we don't know the angle at the center. We do not know the radius. He says the angle of the sector B is 20% smaller than the angle of the sector A, and the radius of the sector B is 20% longer than the radius of the sector A. Calculate the area of the sector B as a percentage of the area of the sector A. Calculate the area of the sector B as a percentage of the area of the sector A. So we have to calculate the area of the sector A in terms of X and Y, and we have to calculate the area of the sector B in terms of X and Y. Then we can very easily write the percentage area of the sector B divided by the area of the sector A, multiply 100. Now this relationship is given, the radius of the B, the angle at the center by the angle of the sector B is 20% less than the angle of the A. So that is X minus 20% of the X. So it will be 80X by 100. So the angle subtended by the, the angle subtended by the B at the center is X minus 20X by 100. So this is 80X by 100. The radius of the B is 20% more than the radius of the A. The radius of the A is Y. So Y plus 20% of Y. So that will be 120Y by 100. Now the area of the sector A will be theta divided by 360 multiply pi r square. So it will be X divided by 360 pi Y square. Area of the sector B will be theta divided by 360 multiply pi r square. So the angle is 80X by 100 divided by 360 multiply pi, and the radius is 120Y by 100, so it's square. So when you do this in your calculator, 80 divided by 360, and so this is 80 divided by 100 equals to divided by 360 equals to multiply 120 square divided by 100 square. You will get, when you convert this into fraction, you will get 2 by 625. So you will write 2 pi xy square divided by 625. So area of the sector B divided by the area of the A multiply 100. So this 2 pi xy square and pi, so not the 2, pi xy square and the pi xy square, they will be cancelled with each other. So you are left with only, you can see these two, this is cancelled. So your 2 multiply 360 multiply 100 divided by 625, and that is 115.2%. 115.2%. 115.2%. 115.2%. This is my answer. So 115.2% is the right answer. You can have a look at the marking scheme. So this is how this is done. A little, it's not difficult, but because they have not used the numbers, they have given you alphabets. The angle is X, the radius is Y. So that's why it has become a little tricky. Hopefully you understand. This was a 4 marks question. Okay, so here we are on the question number 9. He says a shop sells 2 varieties of apple tree. The cumulative frequency diagram shows the heights in meters of 80 variety A trees. So this is basically a cumulative frequency curve for the type A trees. And on the x-axis, we have the height of the tree, and the y-axis, we have the cumulative frequency. So their question is, they want me to find out, use the diagram to estimate the median, the 30th percentile. This is the question number 9, and it's a part first portion. Very easy. If you want to find out the median, you have to find the 50% of the total cumulative. The 50% of the 80 will be 40. So on your y-axis, you will look where is the, on the y-axis, check where is the 40. From there, go to your cumulative frequency curve. When you intersect it, just check the x value, and that is your median. So it is approximately 1.33. So it's 1.33 meter. 1.33 meter, that's the median. Hopefully you understand 1.33 is the right answer, sir. This is how this is done. Then they say find the 30th percentile. If you want to find out the 30th percentile, you will find 30 by 100 multiply 80, that's 24 on the y-axis, where you have the cumulative frequency. Check where is the 24. Here you have 24 on the y-axis. From here, go to your cumulative frequency curve. When you intersect the cumulative frequency curve, check under this point of intersection, what is the x value? This is 1.28. So hopefully this is 1.28. So 30th percentile is 1.28, and our answer is right. This is how this is done. Then question number 9, it's A part, and it's second portion. They say trees with a height greater than y meter are graded class 1. So 2 by 5, this word is very important, greater than. These graphs are less than, but their word is greater than. Y are graded as class 1. 2 by 5 of the 80 trees are graded as class 1. So we will find the value of the y. Very simple, y will be on the x-axis. 2 by 5 of the 80, we will find out this. 2 by 5 of the 80 is 32. And because they use this word greater than, so from the top, I will come down this much. So from 80, I will subtract 32, you will get 48. So let me show you. From 80, I will go 32 down, so it will be on 48. From 48, from here, I go 32 down. So at 48, I will go to the graph, and then I will check this value. This value will be 1.3, I think 6. So 1.36, yes. So this is the value 1.36, 1.33, 1.28, and 1.36. Tolerance is right. Hopefully you understand. Okay, then their question is complete the frequency table for the heights of the variety tree A. We have to complete the frequency table. The method is very simple. You see, from on your cumulative frequency curve, 1.4 meter, you go up from here and you check its cumulative frequency. On 1.3, you check the cumulative frequency. You subtract both the cumulative frequencies with each other, you get the frequency. At 1.5 meter, that is on the x-axis, check what is the cumulative frequency, and at 1.4, what is the cumulative frequencies. Subtract both the cumulative frequencies from each other, and you will get the frequency of this class. At 1.6, check the cumulative frequency, and at 1.5, check the cumulative frequency from that graph, cumulative frequency graph, and then subtract both the cumulative frequencies from each other. That will give you the frequency of this class. Okay, so let me show you. I have done this, and from the graph I have done, for example, at 1.4, let me show you how I have done. I'm saying this. At 1.4, I will check the cumulative frequency, and that cumulative frequency is approximately, I think, 58 something. Okay, so let me show you. I have done this. Okay, so So from my table, I know the cumulative frequency at 1.4 is 58, cumulative frequency at 1.3 is 30. So from 58, I will subtract 30, so 28 is the frequency for this class. I will check the cumulative frequency at 1.5 and at 1.4. At 1.5, the cumulative frequency is 76. This is coming from that cumulative frequency curve. And at 1.4, the cumulative frequency is 58. So 76 minus 58, and that is 18. At 1.6, I will check the cumulative frequency, and that is 80. At 1.5, I'll check the cumulative frequency, and that is 76. From 80, I will subtract the 76, and that will give me the frequency for this class. It's a very important technique. Hopefully, you understand what I am saying. So let's check the answer, sir. Okay, 28, 18, and 4. 28, 18, and 4 is the right answer, sir. Hopefully, you understand this was a 2 marks question. Then we have here the question number 9 is B part. He says the frequency table shows the heights of 50 variety B trees. So here the height is given and the class is given 1.5 to 1.7, 1.7 to 1.8, 1.8 to 1.9, 1.9 to 2.3. Their frequencies are given. Its frequency is P, its frequency is 15, this class its frequency is 17, and this class its frequency is Q. The total frequency will be 50, okay? So if I add P and 15 and 17 and Q, that will be equals to 50. Is using the midpoints of the intervals, and the estimated mean height of these variety B trees is 1.81 meter. The mean of this is given, that is 1.81 meter. Their question is calculate the value of the P and of the value Q. And it's a 6 marks question, 6 marks question, very, very important. So let me show you, I will do this. So here we go. So let me reduce the size a little bit so you can see this whole thing together. Okay. So I have written the mid values, how you find the mid value of a class. You add the boundaries of the class with each other and you write equals to, and then you divide with the 2. So 1.7 divided plus 1.5 equals to divided by 2 equals to, that is 1.6. So 1.7 plus 1.8 equals to divided by 2 equals to, that is 1.75. 1.8 plus 1.9 equals to divided by 2 equals to, that is 1.85. 1.9 plus 2.3 equals to divided by 2 equals to, and that is 2.1. So this is how you find the mid values, and you multiply the mid value is called X, and the frequency is called F. So multiply the mid value with the frequency, you will get Fx. So 1.6 multiply P, that is 1.6 P. 1.75 multiply 15, and that is 26.25. 1.85 multiply 17, that is 31.45, and 2.1 multiply Q, that is 2.1 Q. Now they say find the value of the P and the Q. Okay, so these are two variables here, P and Q. So if there are two variables, we will need two equations. One equation is when I add the frequency, the total sum of the frequency will be 50. So P plus 15 plus 17 plus Q is equals to 50. So P plus Q is equals to 50 minus 32. So P plus Q is 18. So the value, this is my first equation. And then we will go to the, okay. Then we will know, the mean is equals to summation fx divided by the summation f. So I will take all these fx values, I will add them, and I will divide with the total frequency. The total frequency here is 50, and the mean is given in the question, that is 1.81. So we will have 1.6 P plus 26.25 plus 31.45 plus 2.1 Q. The whole thing divided by 50, and that is equals to 1.81. Mean is equals to summation fx divided by summation f. This 50 will go on the other side. It will multiply with the 1.81, and you will get 90.5. Here you will have 1.6 P plus 2.1 Q plus, when you add 26.25 into 31.45, you get 57.7. And so you will have 1.6 P plus 2.1 Q equals to 90.5 minus 57.7. 1.6p plus 2.1q is equals to 32.8. So now you see I got two equations. One equation is p plus q is equals to 18. The other equation is 1.6p plus 2.1q is equals to 32.8. I will solve them simultaneously. So the method I am going to adopt, I will find the value of the q from here. So the q will be equals to 18 minus p. And I will put that q value in this equation. In the place of q, I will put 18 minus p, and then I will get the equation which is only in p. And from there, I will be able to find out the value of the p. So here you will have 1.6p plus 2.1 bracket start 18 minus p bracket close equals 32.8. It will be 1.6p plus 37.8 minus 2.1p equals to 32.8. So when you 1.6 minus 2.1, that is 0 minus 0.5p is equals to 32.8 minus 37.8. So minus 0.5p is equals to minus 5.0. Minus and minus will be cancelled. So p will be equal to 5 divided by 0.5, and that will be 10. So the value of the p is 10. So once I know the value of the p, I can put this in this equation. In the place of the p, I will put 10. So q will be equals to 18 minus p. Q will be equals to 18 minus 10. The q is value is 8. And you can see the p is 10 and the q is 8. So this is how this question is done. I hope you understand a little bit. So here the whole of the solution is a 6 marks question. 6 marks question, please. Where is the answer? Question number 9. Okay. So let me reduce the size so you can see the marking scheme. Oh my God. Okay. So the p value is 10, the q value is 8. Okay. I hope you understand this is the solution, and here it's a 6 marks question, a huge question. Question number 10 coming up on your screen. He says the diagram shows the pentagon. Calculate the interior angle B. You know, this is a pentagon. Pentagon means it's a 5-sided figure. It's a 2 marks question. And we can find the sum of the internal angles of the pentagon. The formula is 180 bracket n minus 2. And from there, in the place of the n, I will put 5. So from there, I will know what is the sum of the pentagon. So 180 into 5 bracket 5 minus 2 bracket close. So this will be 180 into 3, and that is 540. So the sum of these 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5th, this angle, that will be equals to 540. So 106 plus 120 plus 79 plus 148 plus angle B, which I want to find out, is equals to 540. So 453 plus B is equals to 540. So the B angle will be equals to 540 minus 453, and that is 87. So the angle B is 87. Let's check. Angle B is 87. So question number 10, A part 87 is the right answer. Hopefully you understand how to find the internal angles, the sum of the internal angles of a polygon. Okay, he says in the pentagon, the AE is 8 centimeter, the AD is 15 centimeter. Calculate the length ED, show your working, and give your answer correct to 1 decimal place. And it's a 5 marks question. So let me show you the solution of this question. And here we go. Here we have. So if I let me show you here. So they have given me this side AE, this is 8 centimeter, AD is 15 centimeter. I know this angle, and they want me to find out the side ED. The method is very simple. I will apply, there can be many methods, but I am going to apply law of cosine. So ED square plus AE square minus 2 into ED into AE into cos of the AED is equal to AD square. ED, I want to find out. Let me call it x. So x square plus 8 square minus 2 into x into 8 into cos of 120 is equals to AD is 15 square. So this is x square plus 64 minus 16x into cos of 120 is minus 1 by 2 equals to 2 to 5. So this 2 and this 16 will be cancelled, and minus minus it will become plus. So you have x square plus 64 plus 8x is equal to 2 to 5. So x square plus 8x plus 64 minus 2 to 5 is equal to 0. So x square plus 8x minus 161 is equal to 0. I'm going to apply the quadratic formula. It's a 5 marks question. So the A value here, the coefficient of the x square is 1, the coefficient of the x b is 8, and the constant term c here is minus 161. So now I will apply the quadratic formula, which is x is equals to minus b plus minus under root b square minus 4ac, the whole thing divided by 2a. So it will be minus 8 plus minus under root 8 square minus 4 into 1 into minus 161. And we have 2 into 1 downstairs, so minus 8 plus minus, this is 64 plus and minus, oh sorry, minus will become plus, so you will have 708 under this radical sign. So there are now two options. X is equals to minus 8 plus radical sign 708, the whole thing divided by 2. That will be 9.3. The other option is x is equals to minus 8 minus 708 square root on it and divided by 2. So that is minus 17.3. Because x is the side, so that cannot be negative. So I will neglect this value and I'm going to take this value. The ED we suppose was x. So the ED value is 9.3. 9.3. The value ED is 9.3. Let me reduce the size. My answer is right. Okay. 9.3. Okay. We have gone with this. And we have found the value of the x. So our equation is also this. So our answer is right. Let me show you the whole thing so you can see the whole question together. Okay, so this is how I did it. And this is the diagram. AE is 8, AD is 15, ED I suppose is X. I use this angle. Opposite to this is 15. Hopefully you understand. Okay, so we are going to the next question. The next question coming up on your screen, 3 marks question. Question number 11, and it's A part and it's over 3 marks. Q is the point n comma minus 4 and R is the point minus 1 comma 8 and S is the point 3 comma 2. The length QR is 13 units. Find the two possible values of the n. The QR is 13. I know the coordinates of the Q. I know the coordinates of the R. I will apply the distance formula on them. And I will make that formula equals to 13. From there, I will be able to find out the value of the n. So let me show you. Okay, so question number 11, we are going to attempt it. A part is a 3 marks question. So here we go. So Q and R, so the distance formula is x2 minus x1 whole square plus y2 minus y1 whole square. And we will have square root on a whole the thing. So n plus 1 whole square plus minus 4 minus 8 whole square. So this is n plus 1 whole square and this is plus and minus 12 whole square. And that is equals 13. So for this radical sign, I will take square on both the sides. So this square and this radical sign will become cancelled. So n plus 1 whole square is equals to n plus 1 whole square plus minus 12 whole square is 144 equals to 169. So n plus 1 whole square is equals to 169 minus 144. And n plus 1 whole square is equals to 25. So I will take square root on both the sides. So n plus 1 whole square, square root on both the sides. So n plus 1 is equals to plus minus 5. So now there are two options. I will go n plus 1 equals to plus 5. So n will be equals to 5 minus 1 and n equals to 4. The other option is n plus 1 equals to minus 5. So n will be equals to minus 5 minus 1 and n will be equals to minus 6. So there are two answers. The n value is either minus 6 or it is 4. So this is the marking scheme. Okay. 9.3 is the answer, sir. Hopefully you understand this was the question number 11. It's a part. Now we are on the question number 11 and it's B part. RST is a straight line and the RS by RT is 2 by 5. So I'm going to use the vector method. There can be many methods, but I am going to use the vector method to find the coordinates of the point T. So first of all, I know the coordinates of the R. I know the coordinates of the S. Yeah. So I can easily find out the by using the vector method. So I'm going to use the position vector formula. The position vectors OR plus RS will be equals to OS. So the RS is OR, I know that is minus 1, 8, and the OS is 3, 2, position vectors of the S and R. So the RS will be OS minus OR. So it will be 3, 2, and minus 1, 8. 3 plus 1, that will be 4, 2 minus 8, that is minus 6. So the RS will be this. Now, they say RS divided by the RT is equals to 2 by 5. So the RS by the RT is equals to 2 by 5. So the RT will be equals to 5 by, I want this value. So RT will be equals to 5 by 2 of the RS. So we know the column vector for the RS. So RT will be equals to 5 by 2 of the 4 minus 6. So RT will be equals to, when 5 by 2 will multiply with the 4, you will get 10. When the 5 by 2 will multiply with the minus 6, you will get minus 15. So now I know RT, the column vector for the RT. I will apply the position vector formula on the RT, and that will be OR plus RT is equals to OT. I hope you understand what is the position vector. OR plus RT is equals to OT. So OT is question. So OR plus RT. OR, I know the position vector of the R, that is minus 1, 8. RT is 10 minus 15. So minus 1 plus 10, that's 9, 8 plus minus 15. So 8 minus 15, and that is minus 7. So the OT, which is the position vector of the T, and that is that the position vector actually represents the coordinates. So the coordinates of the T are 9, comma minus 7, 9, comma minus 7, 9, comma minus 7, and you can see they have also used the vector method, and this is another method. So I have used this method, okay? So with the help of the vector method, we have found the answer. I hope you understand. Okay, question number 11, and it's C part, and it is of 5 marks. We have to find out, he says, find the coin of the perpendicular bisector of the RS. So if you want to find out the perpendicular bisector of the RS, first of all, I need to find the midpoint of the RS. Then I need to find out the gradient of the RS. Then I need to find out the gradient of the perpendicular to the RS. Then I will use that gradient, which is of the perpendicular and the midpoint, and I will find the coin. And that will be the coin of the perpendicular bisector. Perpendicular bisector actually passes through the midpoint of the R and S and is perpendicular to the RS. So first of all, the coordinates of the R are minus 1, comma 8, and the coordinates of the S are 3, 3, comma 2. If you want to find out the midpoint, so midpoint, the formula is x2 plus x1, the whole thing divided by 2, comma y2 plus y1 divided by 2. So here I will find the midpoint of the RS. So it will be 3 minus 1 divided by 2 and 2 plus 8 divided by 2. So it will be 2 by 2, that is 1, and 2 plus 8 is 10. 10 divided by 2, that is 5. So the coordinates of the midpoint of the R and S RS line is 1, comma 5. Now I will find the gradient of the RS. Let me call it M1. And you know the formula for the gradient is y2 minus y1 divided by x2 minus x1. So now what will happen? 2 minus 8 divided by x plus 1, 3 plus 1 is minus 6 by 4, that's minus 3 by 2. So this is the gradient of the RS line. The gradient of the perpendicular to the RS will be the reciprocal of this gradient, and you will change the sign. So the gradient of the perpendicular to the RS will, let me call it M2, that will be reciprocal of this, and you will change the signs 2 by 3, and it should be positive. Then we will want to find out the coin of the perpendicular bisector. So I'm going to use the midpoint and the gradient of the perpendicular, and I will find the coin. So if you want to find out the coin, the formula is y minus y1 is equals to m2 bracket x minus x1. So y minus 5, I'm using the midpoint. Y minus 5 is equals to 2 by 3 into x minus 1. This 3 will go to the other side, it will multiply. So you will have 3y minus 15, and this 2 will multiply with this bracket. 3y minus 15 is equals to 2x minus 2. So 3y is equals to 2x minus 2 plus 15. So 3y will be equals to 2x plus 13. This 3 will go on the other side. It will divide on the other side with both the terms. So y will be equals to 2 by 3 of the x plus 13 by 3. So this is 2 by 3x plus 4 whole 1 by 3. So this is the equation of the perpendicular bisector, and it's a 5 marks question. So here we go. So 4 whole 1 by 3, 2 by 3x. Yes, our answer is right. Hopefully you understand. Okay. So let me show you the whole question together. It's a 5 marks question. Huge. Let me decrease further. So this is how this question is done. This was question number 11. It's C part. And I hope you understand how this is done. 5 marks question. So I think we are done with this paper. So my dear students, now this video is completed because this paper is completed. In this video, we have completed the May-June 2024 2-2 paper. And in this video, I have tried my best to write the solutions and also describe the solutions to the best of my knowledge, my abilities, my skills. And I hope that this video will be helpful to you. If this video is helpful to you, don't forget to subscribe my channel. And also share the link of this video with your class fellows, with your teachers, with your junior students. Share the link of this video on your Facebook, on your Twitter, on your Instagram, on your X, on your TikTok, wherever it's possible. On your LinkedIn, you can share the link of this video. You see, when you do this, you help me, you support me by doing this, and this helps me to promote my channel. And when you support me, then I am able to continue this work. I hope that this will be very useful to you. Thank you very much for taking your time and preparing your Cambridge exam of mathematics from my channel. It's a blessing for me, and I am very humbled. Thank you very much, everyone. Have a good day, and God bless you all.